Imagine you walk into a room and someone whispers a single name. No explanation, no context, just two words. And somehow, everyone in that room goes quiet. That name is Rolls-Royce. Not a car brand, not a company. An idea, a standard, a declaration that some things in this world simply exist above the rest. But how does a brand reach that level? How does a name become synonymous with the very concept of perfection itself? The answer is not what you think. It never is. It starts in 1904, Manchester, England. A young engineer named Henry Royce is frustrated. He is brilliant, obsessive, and deeply unhappy with the quality of the cars available to him. So he does what obsessive engineers do. He builds his own. When a wealthy car dealer named Charles Rolls drives that machine for the first time, he is silent for a long moment. Then he says, and these are his actual words, "This is the best car in the world." They form a partnership, and the world would never be the same.
From the very beginning, Rolls-Royce was not chasing the market. It was redefining what a market could even mean. By 1907, they introduced the Silver Ghost, a car so smooth, so impossibly quiet at full speed that journalists called it the best car in the world in print. One journalist drove it 15,000 miles non-stop to prove reliability. It did not fail once. Not once. The story spread like a fire across continents. Because in an era when automobiles were loud, unreliable, and terrifying, Rolls-Royce had built something that felt like the future.
But here is where the story gets complicated. Both founders died young. Henry Royce lost his health slowly over decades, working himself nearly to death. Charles Rolls died in 1910, just 6 years after the partnership began, in a plane crash, making him the first British person killed in an aviation accident. Two brilliant men, one lasting empire. The company had to survive without the men who built it. And somehow, against all logic, it grew stronger.
During both World Wars, Rolls-Royce pivoted to aircraft engines. The Merlin engine, produced right through World War II, powered the Spitfire, the Hurricane, and the Lancaster bomber. When Britain needed a miracle in the sky, Rolls-Royce delivered it. The brand was no longer just a luxury product. It was a national symbol, a weapon, a lifeline. And when the wars ended, that legacy wrapped itself around every car the company ever made. You were not buying a vehicle. You were buying a piece of history.
Now let's talk about something that makes Rolls-Royce truly untouchable in a way that most luxury brands never achieve. Exclusivity by design. Every single Rolls-Royce is hand-built at the Goodwood manufacturing plant in West Sussex, England. A single car can take months to complete. The Phantom, their flagship model, has a dashboard that can be customized with a glass case containing any object the customer chooses to place inside it. Customers have put in soil from their homeland, wedding flowers, a lock of a loved one's hair, a handwritten poem. Because at this level, a car is not transportation. It is personal mythology.
And they say no. That is the word that sets Rolls-Royce apart in ways that silence the competition. They say no. A Russian oligarch once reportedly requested a gold-plated exterior and was quietly declined. The company has turned away requests from some of the wealthiest people on Earth because the aesthetic conflicted with the brand's standards. In a world where money is supposed to buy anything, Rolls-Royce reserves the right to refuse. That refusal is not arrogance. It is armor. It is the most powerful marketing strategy ever deployed without a single advertisement attached to it.
Today, owned by BMW since 1998, after a complicated and deeply dramatic corporate battle, Rolls-Royce has somehow managed the impossible. A German parent company,
a British soul, and a global clientele that includes royalty, heads of state, tech billionaires, and cultural icons across every continent. In 2023, the company reported record sales for the third consecutive year. Record sales. In a global economy filled with uncertainty, inflation, and disruption, the most expensive car brand on Earth was selling more cars than ever before. The Cullinan SUV, introduced in 2018, raised eyebrows. An SUV from Rolls-Royce? Critics called it a betrayal. Then it became the best-selling model in the company's history. Because Rolls-Royce does not follow trends. It absorbs them, refines them, and hands them back to the world wearing a suit that cost more than your house. Here is what you need to understand about Rolls-Royce. It was never about the cars. It was about the belief that craftsmanship, standards, and quiet confidence can outlast any market cycle, any war, any death, any economic storm. Two men met in 1904 with a dream that perfection was worth pursuing, even when it was impractical, even when nobody asked for it. 120 years later, the world is still answering their question. And the answer, without hesitation, is yes.